everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. And at The Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from wreaths, swags, things for the home decor, things for the garden decor, sympathy tributes, weddings and much, much more. Right guys, I hope you had a wonderful bank holiday in the UK yesterday and had a nice relaxing day off of work, and I hope you did some wonderful things. And thank you all for your wonderful messages concerning the silver and white small swag that we did yesterday as well. Right, I've had another request overnight. I've already responded to the lady, and she said that she wants to do an autumn arrangement for her grandma. She's only 26, and she wants to do it. Her grandma obviously doesn't want big and wacky and things like that. She just wants, you know, oranges and maybe yellows and rich reds as well, because that's the sort of colour her grandma likes. She says she wants to watch a video of me doing it because she's only got a small container that she's got to do it in. And I think she said it was about 10.5 inch, something like that, or maybe 11.5. Don't quote me on it, guys. So I've gone through my storage things, and I've picked out the other thing that I had last year, another one of these, and this is 10.5. Is it 10.5? Let's have a look. No, 10 inches wide, and it is, oh, let's do it this way, because 6 inches high from here. Well, I don't know what 6 inch. No, sorry, 4 inch inside the container. Must be 6 inch in total I did. So I thought, why not? Let's do a nice little autumn one for her grandma. She just says she wants to place it in her grandma's either window or on her cabinet in her living room. So I've done a little bow. I may put it in, I may not, but I've got the brown with the gold monstera pattern, if you can see. Then I've got a deep rich burgundy and just a little bit of the gold in the centre to cover my mechanics with the frilled edge. So that's all I have done. And the loops start off at 4 inch, then 3.5 inch, and then the one in the centre I did at 2 inch. I may sit that just on the corner like so. Let's just move my cup. So I've done that, already prepared. So let's quickly go through what we've got. With her wanting deep rich reds, I got out my ruscus. I could swear this is willow. In the deep rich red or burgundy to give that warmth feeling on a cold autumn evening. So we've got those. I've also got out some of this what did they call it? I've forgotten now. Is it Persian grass or something it's called, and it looks like leather leaf or leather leaf, but it's called Persian grass, I'm sure of it. I've gone crazy today already. I've got out and I've sprayed, should I say, and cut three burgundy ones and sprayed them, and then 2 gold, some of my dried palm, and cut them really short because I want these just maybe around the edge. I've taken out some more of these, but I've got the different colour just to give it a bit of a contrast against the richness, just to bring it alive. with some white berries. And I've also got some maple leaves out now. I've got the ones in cream. I've only got a few out of each. I didn't want to bring the whole lot on the workbench, but I've got a few out of the cream maple leaf, and then also the peachy, it's peachy browny colour. I can't put my finger on it, guys, what colour it is. It's because it's got about 3 or 4 different shades in it. So tanny colour or ivory, cream, I don't know. Right, and I've got some twiggy bits out, just a few of these as well. That one's come out. Let's place it back in. So just a few of these as well. Some are a couple in here are like a burgundy colour, and then the others are brown, and they are just little plastic twigs. So we've got a few of those to give that different texture. I've also, because I did this the other day and sprayed it, I want to use this last stem up where I sprayed the oak leaves where they were orange with a bit of a copper colour. So I want to use this last stem up of that. So I thought, let's get it used. Now this is a bunch, I don't even know where it's from. What does it say on the back? Oh, the range. So that's a shop that we have in the UK. I don't know if you have it anywhere else, but it was 3 picks where they've got all different autumnal things on. Now I've had these a while, guys. Bear in mind, probably over a year, so I don't know if they still do them. And it's just got bits of astilbe, berries, eucalyptus, some of this other leaf. I'm not sure what that's called. It's also got a red flower and orange on it as well, and it's got a bit of orange eucalyptus, some seeds also. So we may just pick away at that and place bits off of that. And I got my wispy bits. I don't want to place a lot of these in, guys, but here we go. So I thought it's got a few seeds on and swirly bits that are in rubber, and they're on paperback. I've cut a few down and placed them in advance, but we've got those. Again, I may not even put them in. I've just cut them down ready in case I change my mind. Now I've got these. I've forgotten. I have been sat here before trying to think what these are called, but I don't know if I've got. Let's have a look. No, that's from the last one. Because sometimes it tells you, well, it will tell you on here. No, it's not got it on here, but then again, these weren't this month. These were a few months back, so I've just left them under there and I've not sorted them. But I thought it, again, to add a little bit of a texture. Again, I've had these a while, quite a few months, and I thought I've got some of these. I've used some of these in my house and placed them in vases, just on its own, a single stem like that. And it's very, very nice. You know, it's beautiful to look at and different. So I thought we could chop away. I've got 2 out in case, but just chop away and put the odd bits in also. Now I've got one cream coloured sunflower. I thought we could put that in. I was looking at it against the rich red on the bow, and I thought that looked beautiful. So I've got that. Now I haven't taken what I need out because I don't know what I need. I've got some nice, they look delicious with them sparkling. I've got a bit of this in, I don't know where, that must have come out of there. But I've got some apples, Look at those with the crystals all around. I thought, give her Gran something, you know, a little bit sparkly, but not too sparkly, because not everybody likes it. I thought, so I'll make it quite subtle. Now I have got just one stem out of these daisy stems, and one's got 3 flowers on, but I thought I may put those in to go with the sunflower. I could easily spray them. I've got, you know, a deep red, so I don't know. And last of all, I've took the oddments out of all the big stems of these, what I've had a while as well, and not used the oddments. But here are some oddments that have been cut off the main stem, and I just didn't use them, so place them back in my bucket. So some of our myrtle, I had to think then. Some of our myrtle, I thought with the movement of it, that might add a nice texture and, you know, just a bit of floral as well. So that is, guys, what we've got today. So let's hope that my cat doesn't come in. So we're going to start with it being there. I want to put the bow in later. I don't want to put it in now because it will probably get covered by a lot of the foliage, so I want it to sit slightly higher out or a bit further out, so I'm leaving that for now. So I'm gonna cut. The lady didn't say how high she wanted it, so I won't go too high, you know, because obviously not everybody likes tall things. They like them quite small, so I'll play it safe. Let's just bend and get that prepared. Now I have one. I could bring that, and I'm wanting to use this more likely as a front facing, which is a symmetrical arrangement. So I want, you know, and I mirror image, or I could mirror image on either side, but symmetrical, going down like a triangle shape and doing it that way. I don't think with it going on a cabinet, she said, or a coffee table, if I do it in a symmetrical shape, it will more than likely go on a cabinet. So let's just cut this at an angle. And place that. Again, I'm not going in too, you know, too high. I know with the container you can go 1.5 times its height, but again, I think that would be, you know, more than enough for her grandma. And I'm going to bring these out from the side. And bend them if you like, just curve over the edge. Like so. I hope you can see me. Let me just check the video. I do this every time, guys. It's just that I need to make sure that you can see me. Yeah. Just seen something that's come out of those. There. Right. I don't want these too much on show, so I wanted to bring be two together. Bring them there. I've sprayed them because I wasn't quite sure how many I was going to use. Or in fact, I'll place them here, guys. Because then when our bow sits in, it's got something behind it like that. Let's just... I'll hang on to those in case I use those on the opposite side. Now I've only taken 3 of these off of the bunch because they are quite long. So I'm going to place that. I want to bring one slightly to the front. Like that. They do move around, these leaves, so you can manipulate them to sit in a certain position of your own, and they will, or you can have them all under each other. Like I want to bring that leaf and twist it there. Let's just have a look. I ought to get my Lazy Susan out. And then I've got one here. This one's only got 2 leaves on. I'll bring that in the center. I don't want it down here. I'm going to bring it in the center. And I'm going to place it in at a diagonal position. Like that. So it can hang shorter and it's not too far. And if I wish to place it up higher, I'll just bend it. Right, let's get our maple in. I'm going to place some of these around the front and the back. Again, I do like to cover the back of my arrangements. Try one of these in the center at the back. So I'll just do that for now, and I've just done it like that. And I'm going to bring some around the front as well. And I've just done that with it. What other? Right, I'll hold on to those. Again, I may use those as filler. I want to bring some of this around as well. Just had two different shades of the maple. Just so it's like that. So again, I'll put those to the side, and then where's the red? There's the red. Right, these are extremely thin. Just wanted to bring. Now, if you find that the stems are extremely thin like that, you can, if you bend it over into a U bend, and then you've got that, if you can see, that's just gives it a little bit more strength, and you know, hold it in. Now I want that again. Now with this, you're coming down, so you're staggering the size, you know, the height of the leaves down. Whoops, daisy. Bring some around the back. Let me just bend it over. Now I'm going to do the same on the back here. I will show you. Just to give it a bit of the rich red at the back here. I may place one in the centre. As well. Just to balance it out. And then just bend the leaves slightly over, so it looks like it's drooping downwards. Oops, my goodness. Oh, and thank you for saying, a lovely lady yesterday was saying that she likes my hoodie. It's my work hoodie. It's, I suppose it advertises my business. But yeah, it's just, I've had it a while. It's getting cold now, so the jumpers are coming back out, guys. So, but you know, thank you so much. That's really, really very sweet of you. I didn't want anyone in black. Well, I don't mind black, but I do like grey, black and the white. But yeah. So do I put one there? Yeah, we're going to put one there, and then we don't need those. It's very warm, it's got fur inside. Because I am a very cold person. My husband says I should do a bit of walking and get my blood circulation going. When it's cold though, I don't want to go outside. Let me see with the twigs. I'm going to put these two. Should I put those two or cut it down a bit because it is quite chunky? I may place. No, I'll keep them in. I'll keep them in. And I'm just placing these in the centre. Again, you can. Let me just cut that. There's a bit that's attached so it stays in place during transit. So you can manipulate it. And this will look. Let me take that one off. Quite nice for a bit of extra texture as well. And I'm putting them in where you can see. So you see them up here. Now I've got these as well. I may bring those out to the side. Let's just see how long they are. I'll bring them to the front. So the lady did say, you know, that she wants really rich and warm colours. So I'm going to bring these out around at the front, somewhere around here. So if I just have a look. And I'm going to bend them slightly down. Not much, just a little teeny bit. Cut the stems short so they're not sticking out too far. So you've got that little twiggy effect. I don't want any more of those. Let's see about these. I may just place one in. I just want to see. I don't want it hiding at the back. Need that one. Let me just cut another one off. Place one, a smaller one under the front. I'm not going to need, I don't think, the whole of the other bunch or any. We'll just see. We'll place this in at the front so it's underneath, in the centre bit. just so it's got that little bit of a gold, you know. Again, like I don't want to put in, you know, lots of glitter for it being her grandma. I want to keep that subtle, you know, subtleness down. So I'm placing in bits of gold, just plain, some, you know, with a, I don't mean like a gold where it's really bright, just been sprayed like nicely, not too much. I may just place that in the centre, guys. Centre of the two twigs. Just put a little bit of a bend on it so it doesn't look too, so it's like that. So I'm not going to use these, so I'll save these. Have I got an elastic band? No. Let me just see, because I've put my Lazy Susan on. Let's just see if you can see. I have to keep checking. Yeah. So that can go with that big one. So we don't need that. So again, it's now started to look really nice and warm and rich and quite pretty. Right. Before I place those in, I want to bring in just a bit of these. I've got 3. That's got more berries on, so do I? I'm going to bring that, leaning slightly over again. Oh, just bend that over. Like that. I'm sure it's got a leaf missing. I've got a bit of the other. I could place that in there. And then I want to, and again, I don't want to go too crazy, you know, with the coming out from the sides. Do I just cut the tops off? I may just cut the top of it off and have like the berries and things. So we've got, you know, singular leaves spread around, so it's not too much. You know, just like that on the corner. I'll save that one for the back because it's got no berries on. That one's got berries on. And I'll put this on the other corner. So then I'll place these around the back. I'll take the one with the berries off and place that on its own in the back. Can I take that off? Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. So let's place it on a pick. So it's got its own pick. that one, yes. I've got some picks here. Take the glue off. And then place the berries on a little pick as well. Sorry if you can hear a dog in the background. It's one of the neighbours up the street. As soon as she lets her dogs out, they run to the gate and just bark and start barking. They just want everybody to know they're here, or they want to go back inside. And I'm going to place these berries at the back as well, so we've got some berries. So I've just placed those like that at the back around the central area. So we've got these picks. Let's have a look what we've got. There's one what's got an apple on it. I think that's, can I pull that off? Right, that's got a flower with it. Pulled the apple off, but then I've pulled something else off. Can I pull that one off as well? Yeah. Place those on picks. My youngest son is moving from his work. They've asked him if he wants to go and work at the same shop, but at another store. He had time to think about it and he's now told them yes, he'll do it. Just temporarily, until another brand new store opens, and then he's going to go and work at and be the supervisor at the new shop that will open. Bless him. Right, I nearly got it wrong. These here. Or do I have the gold one? No, keep it as that. Let's just look at our bow. Yeah. Right, I want to go and rummage through what all this has got. I don't want those because we're going to be using those maybe. I'd like to add a bit of green, so let's take this, pull that off. Oh my good gracious me. Take that. I've got another one of those. I love picks where you can just pull bits off at a time and use whatever you'd like to use. Right, we've got those. I may use that one as well. And if I don't use them all, guys, I will just place the rubber band around them. And use them that way. just going to remove a few. They've got holes at the bottom of these so I can place picks in. Well, some of them have anyway. One, two, there it is. I knew I'd seen 3. Right, that's all I'm going to take off. So I've got 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Take all that paper off. I don't like the paper on. Just to add a little bit of green instead of it looking too, you know, orange or red, deep red. Just give that little bit of a colour. There we have it. Let's just move those out of the way. So what I'm wanting to do is place just a bit of green around the front here, just to give off, you know, that nice, lovely richness, so it can bounce off something. And it's lovely with it having the sword, you know, like the sword grasses with it as well. I just place one in here where the bow's gonna go. So we've got some green in there as well against the bow. I've got one more. I'll place that. I'm going to place that in front of the oak leaves. So then that will go just there, like so. Give a bit of green as well at the top. Now if these haven't got, oh, they're wired at bottom. They've covered the wire up. Oh, that's good. Let's get these in then. So again, I'm going to bring these out from the corner. Oops, I keep forgetting to hold the container. Just there. Let's do this one behind here. We'll place this one just in the center, just like that. Now I want to, I don't want that at the top. I feel I want that at the side with that at one side. We'll see. So I want to, with our Let's see if these look nice. About, always there's an apple. Right, we'll put the bow in. I've twisted it on the back, and now I'm going to twist it all the way as far as I can to give it like a double, move that, double, you know, wide stem instead of just being really slim and just single. So I'm going to twist it all the way to the bottom. And I'm doing it all the way to the bottom because I want to see, just cut that single piece off, because I might need the length of the stem. So I'm going to have to lift up, place some glue on it. Just lift up the leaf. There, and I just want it sitting on the outside. I don't want to push it all the way in, because then it becomes, it starts like that, then it closes up. I want to see the fullness of it and the nice loops without them being squashed or looking like they may be squashed. So I just want to see concerning an apple. We may place an apple on there, or do I just put the apples on the end and not use the sunflower? Oh guys, it's either that. Let's get 3 apples. I'll know when I change it over. It's the apples straight away, so I don't want that. So let's now get in our apples, and we're going to cut them all at different lengths, and I'm placing them in now so then I can work with the foliage now around it, and if I decide to put any myrtle in. So I want one like that, and then I'm going to place one this side and then one there. So let's do that one. In fact, I'll bring that one up a slight little bit. Yeah, and then I'll place the last one in just above where the berries are. So I've got those now placed as 3. There's a little cluster in the corner, so it's balancing out what the bow is being there, and then now you've got something there so that each end are now balanced. So we don't need no more apples. I don't know about the wispy bits. I don't want them to be too much. No, they take away from the nice, elegant side of it. I've got these I'm going to place in as well at the side of the apple. So then it becomes like a little cluster of 5. So you've just got those there. I've got this I could use. They've got no pumpkins on or anything. So I could just use this one with it having orange berries. I have got orange berries. I've got brown as well, like a coffee colour. No. Let me check with the flower. No. So it's just going to basically be all of these colours. So we want those, we want those. Let's check with our myrtle if that's too much. I like to check. I've got different sizes I've cut. I think we need a bit of orange over there. I don't want it to be too... I could put the myrtle at the back. Don't want that big size. I want one around there. Oh, they're all quite long. So if I wonder which one's more of a... See, that one's a bit floppy. It's got no wire in it. I'm going to take that off at the bottom. And I'm going to measure it with that and cut. So then what I'm going to do with the myrtle, I'm going to bring it either side of the oak leaves at the back. Just again to give that bit of movement. Just pop the odd one through. I don't want it all popping through. Just have a look and sit these straight. And I may put the odd myrtle around the front. That's got no wire in. Yeah. So I'm just going to place a bit of myrtle on either corner at the front, under the bow. Just so that can droop down just a little bit. And then one on this side as well. Place one. Yeah, we'll place one in the centre. So it's like that at the centre. I'm not going to place any more of it in. So we'll save these as well. So that's that. I don't want those. I'm going to get the coffee coloured, I think, berries. Let's have a look. I don't want the orange. I'll get the longer ones today. I think I want about 2 of the longer ones, or maybe 3. So we'll get those as well. Right, let's get a pick on that one. I've just realised it's not got one on. So let's have that one's broke. So let's see what we can do with this one. See if I can get the other end of the pick in. Yes. Oh my gosh. Right. Now let's have a look at the berries. So we're going to place one, and I'm going to cut these quite short because they are quite long. And I'm going to place just bend that slightly. So I'm placing it just on the side to try and fill this gap here up, and we'll do the same on the opposite side to fill that little gap. And then I've got one what's got 2 on. Do I bring or split it and place it? Let's see. I've split it at the side, well, just parted it at the bottom here. So I've got things like this. It's quite pretty. Oh, that's very warmy. I like things like this. See, I've got all of these. If I can't fill it, then I will get, I've got filler foliage down the side of me, and I'll just see what I've got and use that. one's got 3 on, that's got 2 on. So let's just see by adding that. Yeah, we're going to add this at the side because there is still lots of gaps at the back. And we'll do the same on the back of here. There's something that needs to go there. I've got that. Let's just get this in there, guys, because there's just about a little gap here. What's needs something. So then with these, I'm going to place, oh, these have got holes in as well. Oh my gosh, it must be my lucky day. So let's wire that one and this one. And this one as well. Oh. So I've got 2 of those. These haven't got any wiring at all. So I may have to give these a helping hand when it comes to placing those in, by just making a small hole with a pick or a bit of floral wire. Just bend it over in half so you've got the thickness of or keep bending it till you've got the thickness of the stem, and then it will help it go in. Right, let's bring these around the back. A bit of movement. I'm gonna need some filler foliage. Let's make an hole for it. And I'm just going to stick that in, go in the hole that I've made. That's that one. And all I'm doing is just sticking, if I can show you, just moving it around, leaving the stem in so I know where I've made the hole, putting some glue on, pull that out and then place that in instead. So that's all I'm doing. I want to have a look what filler foliage I've got. Oh, I've just found an oak one. That could go in. Have I got any more? Oh yes, I've got odd bits of oak. I forgot about those. It's got to be my lucky day, guys. Let's get these in around the back. Oops. I've only got little stems on these two, so again I've made an awl. For them. I'm going to place these up at the back for a bit of height at the back. And movement as well. Let's just sit those straight. There's a lot of orange around the back, so I may get now some of the other maple and introduce that as well. So let's just get this in. So we've got, like you can see, a lot of orange at the back. So I've got the light coloured maple. I don't want to do anything else to the front. So let's just take this off. I'll save those. So let's... I'm going to cut them all and I'm going to use them all. Right. So again, where you can see your gaps, by placing in a lighter colour, it not only, you know, bounces off of the other colour and gives you that contrast, it's also filling in, because it's a much bigger leaf, it's filling in your gaps. And intermingle them, don't just sit them on top. Push one of the leaves under some of the orange or the red that's there, and do that. I'm going to go through there, have the berries coming through that oak leaf as well, break it up, so then you end up with a bit of each colour in. And this is just to cover the back, so the ladies can place it on her cabinet, knowing that it's nice behind it. Bring those berries back down. Entwine some of the red and that in. So that is how it is on the back. Sorry you couldn't see me working on that. It's just, I'm just filling in the foliage and just giving it that, you know, finishing touches. Now I can see the odd bit on the side, so I've got, where's that? I'm going to place in one of these. Let me cut it shorter. What about the red one? This one as well. Hello. Do you like that, hubby? What I'm showing everybody?
Very nice.
Lovely warm colours, aren't they?
They are.
So I'm going to place in this. I'm going to cut this again so it's not, it's a bit out of proportion. So let's, I don't want it so wide, and you just get your scissors and just cut what you need or what sort of shape. So I just want it slightly small so I can place them together like that and put them on this end. Let's have a look. All right, I can still see some there, so I'll get filler foliage. Oh, here I've got another piece of oak and another piece of oak. Let's place that oak in. And I may put the red one with these here. So then we've got gold, red, gold, and then red. So I'll place the other one of these here. Let me just see. That's something I was looking for. And I'm going to place that in with it. Again, so there's a bit of filler foliage. I might as well just lift it up. Let's put that in as well around here. Get the glue off. I feel like I'm leaning right back in my chair. Right, that's better on that side. So now this side, so we've got 3 of these palms that I've sprayed and cut down. Look at me, I look like one of those lazy people who just don't want to move. It's because you can only go so far at the back. So I'm gonna place in one of these on this end first. Like that. And have a little bit of it sticking out. And then I'm going to place the red one immediately in front of it, so you can see some of the red as well. Let's just lift up that. I'm going to put a little bend on it. So now you can see that that is done. And if I get this little bit, place this in the bottom here. just to fill that little bit of a space. And there you have it. Now I've got this little flower. Do I put that under there as well? I don't know, it's all... The leaves are all frayed, so I don't want to use the leaves. So we'll just put the tiny flower in as well. That hasn't got a stem on it, so, and it doesn't have anything to place a fresh pick in. So that is our finishing touches, guys, to a lovely request from a lady to do something for her gran or her grandmother. So something warmy feeling, and I feel that that is really warm, a warm feeling. Let's get rid of everything here. And I think that looks absolutely really comforting. It's a comforting colour, lovely and warm on a on a cold autumn day going into winter, and it gives you that cozy feel. So that's the front, where we've got our lovely crystallized apples, our white berries, some little pods here, our lovely bow, which I haven't pushed in. I've kept that on top of the arrangement. That's the reason I placed that in further along. And then just added a little bit of gold. Again, I didn't want a lot because I didn't want to overdo it with the gold to make it look Christmassy. So I wanted to just give that little bit of gold to, you know, add just something else in. What will also, and plus with us having gold on the bow, you know, just to give that little extra texture. Oh, I always keep seeing things not want fluffing up. I like my bows fluffy. And it gives that, again, extra texture against each other, bounces off. And just by adding a bit of the palm, spray the palm with spray paint for artificial flowers or silk flowers. And, you know, just put oranges, reds in, rusty colours, browns, you know, a bit of white for the berries, coffee colours, you know, rich burgundy. And it'll give you that, you know, wonderful feeling. And also like your cream colours, you know, like we've got at the back here. You can't see many at the front because I did want it to be more of an arrangement where you see more of the warmth in the colour. By adding too much of the cream coloured maple would have sort of like took away the warmth off of it too much. So I've only, you know, scattered it around, which I think has done a wonderful job. It's done its job. It's kept it looking nice. And again, it could go on the back of, you know, on a cabinet, where if somebody picked it up, you know, a family member, and said, oh, that's pretty, you know, picked it up, looked at the container, and then maybe turned it around, because I do things like that, turn them around, and then they'll see that it's done on the back as well. So, and plus I've put flatter leaves at the back, flatter leaves, so that it goes up to something, maybe a wall or something like that. And plus, if you are having it in your window, passers-by, if they, you know, just have a glance, like I do at people's windows, I glance to see if they've got any flowers in the windows, and if they will see this. So they're not just seeing the dried foam at the back, they get a view of that. And then you get the best side where you get all of this. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I think, as my husband's just said, It's a lovely warm colour, and it's nice and rich and cosy. So with a nice open fire, with that glazing and this on there, how warm can you feel? So again, guys, I hope you had a wonderful time, and that you'll give it a go. You know, in a wooden container, you haven't got to have one like mine. It can just, may not have legs. You know, just something wooden. You know, even if it's plywood or anything like that, that's fine. It's that wooden, you know, earthy effect. And then just put some twigs. If you've got twigs outside on your garden, grab them. Honestly, guys, grab them. You may think, oh, well, they're real, you know, they're not going to last. Oh, they will, they will last. They will dry out, guys, and you can then use them for anything. So I've done it many, many times. I've even gone to the woods to get some twigs, what have fell off the trees, and brought them back and used them in my flower arrangements. They are a fabulous, you know, element to any arrangement. So again, if you don't have the artificial ones, then get some off your garden, or when you go for a walk, if you see a few trees and the branches have fell off, snap a few off and bring them home. They add a great contrast and also texture to your arrangements as well. So again, give that a go, guys. If you don't want to do it in these earthy colours, the warmth and the comfort colours, you know, you'd rather do them something in a nice yellows, or, you know, reds, anything like that, instead of oranges in it, or pinks or purples, whichever, guys. I'm sure it will look fabulous. So again, give it a go, and please subscribe, share and like to my channel. And, you know, tell the world and show the world what us guys can do, and how we do some wonderful things together. So God bless everybody, good health, and enjoy the rest of your day. I love you all, and keep your comments coming, and keep pressing that thumbs up, guys, and adding a little comment, because it really, really, guys, does help me. And have a great day, and I love you all. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Let's just take it off, guys. Let's just have a look close up. Look at that. Doesn't that look? It looks, you know, guys, with the legs. Guys in the UK all know, back in the day, oh my goodness, back in the day, when we was younger and you had a fire and you had an hearth and the fire was sitting above, and then the open fire, no augers or anything like that, a coal fire, you know, it looks like the shape of that, with all the reds and that, the elements of the flames of the fire. So that's what gives you the comfy look. So there's your gold ribbon with the phrase on the side, your beautiful deep rich burgundy. There's your brown with the monstera in gold effect. And then you have your burgundy, then your gold, then your burgundy, dried palm, your coffee coloured berries, your astilbe, your myrtle, your plastic twigs, and then you've got your ruscus, your deep rich ruscus. You've got there's your colour lot, there's your cream coloured maple, but there is, if I can just move that, the colour of that maple. So it looks a bit like a coffee colour, tan, creamy colour, but yet also if you really look at it, you may see a hint of pinky colour, you know, just in it, right in the centre where the darker lines of the veins are. And then you've got your crystal apples, guys. Look at them. And then your berries again here, and those berries, and then some of your grass with it's like wheat, but it's lavender, green lavender. And then there is your gold I forgot what the word. I've got to look it up, guys, because it will play on my mind. And then your rusty coloured that I sprayed oak leaves as well. And then on the back, again, you've got a bit of like your seed pods and seedlings and things like that. Again, there is, when I say in the centre, I mean here, look, like a pinky shade. And then you've got the yellowy mustard colour. There's a rusted oak. And again, you've got these as well. I think they may be long-stemmed, long-leafed eucalyptus. So you have that on the back. And it's all nicely covered up. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Have a wonderful day. Take care. All the best, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.